Boys and girls, what do we have this morning? Kites. How many of you like to fly a kite? Have you ever flown a kite? You had one at the beach? Did you have fun with it? You've already got a little kite at your home. Well, now you've got two. Well, I want to tell you a little bit about kites because when I think about a kite, I used to enjoy flying kites too, but there's a lot of things that have to happen for you to fly a kite. And boys and girls, one of the first things I want you to look at is I want you to look at the cross behind me. Can y'all see the big cross? Okay? Well, the big cross is kind of the shape on the inside for the frame of a kite. And that lets us know that in our Christian walk, and we bring y'all down here so that one day you boys and girls will ask Jesus into your hearts, but the kite frame is the same frame as a cross, and it lets us know how important the cross is in our lives because that's the structure, that's the framework for it. The second thing about a kite is a kite's not very fun just to hold. The kite is when you get it up in the air, okay? But it takes power to get it up in the air. And boys and girls, in our Christian walk, it takes power. We have to have God's power in our life to be able to make it in this world. And so we need that power. Now, we have to run along with that kite to get it up in the air, and we have to run along with God to get our own lives ready and prepared. Boys and girls, the third thing I think about with the kite is that when the kite is up in the air, what happens if you let go of the string? It flies, it just goes into space. It just keeps going and going, or either it crashes. Well, boys and girls, we need to hold on to Christ in our lives, just like we hold on to the string of the kite. Because if we don't, our lives either just keep going in chaos or it crashes if we don't have Christ in our lives. And boys and girls, one last thing I want you to think about with the kite is when it's up in the air, that's what you're looking at, is that pretty kite. You're focused on that kite, and you have to look up. Well, boys and girls, in our Christian walk, we have to focus on God, and we have to look up in heaven to know that God is there and to see Him. So, boys and girls, we bring you down here. Our prayers is that one day all of you will ask Jesus into your heart. Boys and girls, let's walk up real quietly to Children's Church.